we're going to take a look at the specifics of slope. So usually what they'll do is you'll get a question like this, right? You get xy coordinates and then you get a line like that. Let's say that this is let's say this is 3, 1. This is 2. Oh, actually, let's call this 2. 2, 1. This is 1, 2. And you're asked to find the slope, right? So basically, it's rise over run. So slope equals rise over run. So what I recommend that you do is you start from this point. You start from the point on the x-axis and you look for the run, right? So you go, so x has to go 1, 2, and then you go up, right? So, and you see how much it goes up by. So the run is from this point is 1, 2 to the left. If it's going to the left, it's -2, right? And then at this point, how much do you go up by? 1, 2. So it's +2. So the slope is -1. Okay? And then another way to note that it should be negative is, in general, if the line is pointing this way, slope is negative. If the line is pointing that way, the slope is positive. So that's a kind of a sense check if you went after you finish the question. So then another thing I want to stress on this graph here, is that oftentimes some people might do this. So you go from, like, you start from this point here, from the origin, and you count 1, 2 to the right, or 1, 2, 3 to the right. It's not correct. It doesn't make sense that way. What you want to do is you always want to start with a point on the x-axis where the line crosses the x-axis. So basically you have to make sure you start at a point that's on the line, that's on this line here, right? So you might as well just always start at the point of, well, this is basically x-intercept, right? So you might as well just always start here, so that way you're never going to make a mistake. It's always the consistent procedure. You start from this point, the x-intercept, and then you see which way you have to go. Obviously you have to go this way. So you go 1, 2, and then 1, 2 up. And then you just have to remember, if you are going left, the sign is negative. Okay? So then if I give you something like this, let's say it crosses here, then, and I say this is 1, or the 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, right? Then again, slope equals rise over run, and you can, and then we start at this point. This is the x-intercept. This is where the line crosses the x-axis, right? So where do we go? We have to go this way. We're going to the right, right? We go right, so therefore sign is positive. So we're going 1, 2. You can either go 1, 2 here, or you can go 1, 2, 3. It's going to give you the same answer because it's a straight line. The slope is constant. It's just a number. So you can just go 1, 2 for simplicity. So 1, 2. It's 2 steps, but how many, what's the unit here? It's 4, right? It's 4 here. So the run is 4. You're going from 0 to 2 to 2, from 2 to 4. And then how high do you go? You're going up to 2. So that's 2. So then you can keep it like this, or you can rewrite it as 1 over 2, or you can use the calculator, and this is going to give you 0.5. All the answers are correct.